Hello everyone, BentlyK here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a Hot Flash and Makeup Monday video. Today we are testing out the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Finally, the Poreless. It's Poreless Putty Primer. We're finally trying it. I finally had a moment. It seems like I've been trying a lot of primers lately. I feel like I have a hair stuck to my face. I don't see anything though. So, if you want to see it, we're also trying out this sponge. It's an e.l.f. sponge. And if you want to know what I think of this sponge and this primer, just stay tuned. Okay, everybody, let's get started. We are going to be trying out the e.l.f. primer, which I'm sure I already told you. We're also going to be testing the e.l.f. sponge, which I kind of already can tell that I'm gonna like, that I like my Wet n Wild sponge better, just because this one feels softer, squishier. I think it's going to absorb more product. And to me, this one looks exactly like the orange Real Tech one. And I like this one better. And I think this one's a little cheaper, because I think this one's $4 and this one's like $3.96, something like that. But they're both very reasonable, and they're both available at Walmart. But we're going to try this one out today because I already noticed when I was washing those that this one seemed way squishier. Which I didn't know I didn't like the squishy as much, but when I was feeling the two, I'm like, I think I like that one better. But we'll see. Anyways, onward. We are going to be trying the e.l.f. Putty Primer that's supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk something. I don't have the Tatcha. I had a sample of it, and I must have thrown it away because I was using it, and then it was gone. There's a thief in my house. No, it's not the cat. She's not allowed in here. But anyways, we're going to try this. But I thought, when I tried this gripping primer with the Makeup Forever powder foundation, and I used my this underneath it, it didn't do nearly as well as it did when I just used this. So today, I am going to use my Milky Mist on half my face, and under the e.l.f. primer, and then half of it with just the e.l.f. primer, so that we can see, because I really liked using this, because I need the hydration. Hopefully this is good enough to be able to. Okay, so it didn't get very much. It got down here, but none on my nose really. Maybe on the side of my nose and then this side. So if it breaks up or if it does something weird on my nose, unless it's on this side of my nose, it's not this. So we're gonna let that dry for just a second, because that's all it takes with my handy dandy fan. You know what? I've had that fan since Christmas, before Christmas. I haven't charged it. I have the little charging cord right here. It's still wound up like when I got it, because it's rechargeable with a USB. Still haven't had to charge it. Of course, I only really use it when I am in here, so that's not much, but usually they die anyways. I just wanted you to know it's a really good fan. Doesn't need charging very often, at least not so far. All right, this is good enough to go in with our e.l.f. Putty Poreless Putty Primer. You know, I do want to try this with that powder foundation, because I remember the one thing I thought about that powder foundation that I really didn't like was that it didn't really do anything, or actually it was this gripping that doesn't do anything for pores. So I don't really want to use the powder foundation today though, because the eyeshadows and stuff I'm using are cream. So anyways, I'm just going to take that much, because the Tatcha, I know you don't need too much. I probably have too much already. And I'm thinking that this is probably better just in the T-zone where you want to hide the pores. But for today, since we're testing it, we're going to put it everywhere. And then maybe later, before I post this, which probably won't be because I don't wear makeup every day, and this has to go up in the next 2 days, I think. It feels good. Let's see how it's doing on Poreless. Well, it looks pretty good, but I can't really tell until after I put on a foundation. I think we're going to go ahead and go with my good old standby, my HD coverage, liquid coverage from CATRICE. Just because I know how that one performs with other primers, so it's a good test for it with this. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some color underneath it though. I'm going to use this Hoola Quickie contour stick. And I'm going to use my Magic Star concealer. Oops, I don't want to put concealer up there. I do want to put it on my eyes though. So we will go ahead and blend this in. This feels a lot wetter because it's squishier. Yeah, I definitely like the Wet n Wild one better. When I do my contour and concealer like this, like put them both on, I always blend out all the light color first. Because otherwise you're just going to get dark all over where you're putting light. Let's see. It looks pretty good on my pores so far with the concealer. Alright, let's try it with the contour. See how we go. I like to use a brush on my contour. Came down a little too far right there. That's all right. Fixed it. I know this seems really dark, but that's okay. We haven't put foundation on yet, which will tone it down quite a bit. This one is a little more orange than I like. I used to like this one a lot, but then I got the Jordana one. I like it better. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and use this there a little bit. I just adjusted my camera a little bit. Hope it's good. It just seemed like it was too cutting my ponytail off. So I scooted it back a little bit. I know you don't get as close up for that, but it's not that far. And I can never get very close. If I get it any further away, then I lose my light because I have to move the ring light back because the lens I have is a 50 millimeter lens. So it has to be 50 millimeters away. And then it cuts, you get edges of the ring light unless I scoot it back too, and then it's pulling the light away from me. So, you know, all of those things. All right, now let's go in with our foundation. I think I did everything. Hope so, because we're going in. Forgot to put contour around my lips. So it's a small lip day. I mean, I still can. Maybe I will. Let's see, how are we blending? Pretty good. I like this primer pretty good. See if it stays out of lines though. Was sunk in there a little bit. I really can't tell a difference in the side with the Milky Mist and the side with the without it so far. So we shall see how it wears throughout the day. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Brighten Up by Essence, the banana. And just put this under my eyes. Down my nose. In these lines. Chin. And I think I'm just going to take this powder and spread it out. Okay, I'm gonna go on camera and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back. It is this is our final look for today. And I like it. I really can't wait to try it with this gripping primer too. Because I really do think that it's meant for, you know, right here in the T-zone where you have pores that show up more. So I really want to put the gripping primer on and then put this just right in the T-zone and then maybe try that Make It Forever powder foundation again. That looked really good with the gripping primer. I really like that. The more I use it, when I finished it, I think I gave it a thumbs down. But I feel like I've tried it enough times now with different, because the first time I tried it with this. And because I thought it would need the extra moisture because it was a powder, and it was okay. I remember it was okay, but I said I probably wouldn't reach for it. Well, guess what? I'm reaching for it. So anyways, but this is not about that, right? This is about the putty primer. Anyways, so far, so good. I know it's supposed to be a dupe for that Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I don't have that. I had it, so I know what it does. And it was good. I mean, I wasn't like, gotta have it. Obviously, it's too expensive, and I didn't buy it because I had a sample. But we will come back at the end of the day and let you know how this is held up, because so far it looks really good, but we'll see, right? Because we've got my good, faithful foundation on top of it, so it should hold up good, I'm hoping. So I'll be back at the end of the day and let you know how it did. Hey guys, I am back. It is the end of the day. So what I think about this putty primer is it did great on my nose, but it did let the foundation sink into these lines. Not too bad, but a little bit. I really want to try it with the gripping primer, because nothing sinks in with this. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put the putty primer on my nose and right up here and like right here where there's pores, and then for the wrinkle part I'm just going to stick to this. But otherwise it didn't break up anywhere. It looks just as good as it did when I put it on. So for these wrinkles, and these wrinkles I had to push them out to see the gathering, so it wasn't very bad, but it did have a little bit. So I am going to give it a thumbs up, I think. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to try it with the gripping primer, because this is the only place, I mean, it didn't sink into any of these wrinkles, or these, or up here. There's nothing else sinking in there. So it's just these two smile line wrinkles. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit that little notification bell so you're notified when I upload any new videos. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!